I'm going to show you what I typically eat in a day as someone who follows a low oxalate diet and also a primarily animal-based diet. So why do I eat this way? Well, the animal-based diet, it's its own video, which I will make. But throughout the last 4 years, I've been dealing with an autoimmune disease that attacks my finger joints. And I have found out that removing oxalates has helped me tremendously. And an easy way to remove oxalate is to follow an animal-based diet. Now, since eating this way, my arthritis is basically gone. So I'm going to show you what I typically eat within a day. Breakfast time. So I'm going to make some clean protein pancakes. So 2 pasteurized eggs, a little over a quarter cup of raw milk, a quarter cup of coconut flour, and I put a scoop of grass-fed beef protein, about a teaspoon of baking powder, a bit of vanilla extract, and a little bit of real salt. And then I blend it all together. Then I cook them in some coconut oil. Then what I do is I add some raw butter on top of the pancake, a banana, and a bit of honey. That's the finished result. So it is now 2:30 p.m. and I'm going to make my lunch, which today I'm going to do some grass-fed beef, liver, and heart. And the way I cook it is I cook it in butter and I mix that in a bowl. So I'm going to show you what I put in the bowl as well. Here I have some spaghetti squash that I made yesterday. I'm going to put some real salt and then some white pepper. So then I just added the ground beef on top of it. And I have some avocado that I chopped and I'll just put it on top of it. Then I have some Parmesan, which I just shred on top of it. Although I don't really eat veggies right now, I still do some microgreens from arugula because arugula is actually low oxalates. So a little bit of that. And then I top it off with some good olive oil. And that's my lunch for today. So we got spaghetti squash, ground beef, heart and liver, some avocado, Parmesan, microgreens, real salt, pepper, and a lot of olive oil on top of it. It is now dinner time. So for dinner, I'm making some chicken. I'm using an enamel cast iron for this. And I cooked the chicken in butter, added some ginger powder, a little bit of lemon, and salt and pepper. Here, I'm also making some salmon, which is cooking. And I'm going to eat that with half an avocado with some olive oil, sea salt, and pepper. This is the final result. I've added some fermented pickles, which is different than regular pickles because they have probiotic, and some raw cheese. This meal usually keeps me full, satiated, and I'm never bloated after that. So a couple of things that you might have questions on. Why do I use white pepper? Well, because based on this book, which is the oxalate book that I'm currently following, white pepper is low oxalate, whereas black and green pepper is not. Another thing is I try to use clean cookware, so usually I cook on stainless steel or cast iron enamel. And yes, coconut is technically not a fruit. It's not really part of the animal-based diet, but it is considered low oxalate. That's why I use it. I have a sweet tooth and I like to vary my breakfast, so it was important for me to find a way to make good pancakes that also are healthy. This is why I went with coconut flour pancakes. And the last thing is you might see that the cooking is pretty simple. I'm not seasoning much. I personally love seasoning meat with like onion, garlic, all that stuff, even chicken with paprika. But all of that is actually considered high FODMAP, which I am currently also doing no FODMAP on my diet, as in the past it has flared up my arthritis. So I am minimizing the seasoning right now to salt, pepper, butter, olive oil, which it took a little bit of time to get used to, but now I enjoy it. Also, it doesn't cause any flare up for me to eat this way. So until I'm fully recovered and I'm like a couple months without any arthritis flare up and that my gut is completely healed, I will keep eating like that. Simple foods, high fat, good quality fat, and low seasoning. Again, if you have any questions, just drop it on the comments. I will answer you. And if there's any type of actual content you'd like to see, just let me know.